And today we got our boy Les riding with the Side to Side Sportscast representing the 49er faithful in the NFC Championship this week. Les, what's up, man?
What's up, man? How y'all doing today, fellas, man? Appreciate y'all for having me on today, man.
Hey, man, we appreciate you being on with the crew. So listen, man, we know you're a 49ers fan. You got the jersey in the background, the scarlet red, you representing to the fullest. You're one of my favorite types of fans because your boys beat my boys, and it was embarrassing. You ain't talk 1 ounce of smack to me. And that's what I like about Les, because Les just reps his Niners, man. He don't got no time for nothing else. Nothing else. And I always like that, man. Growing up in Philly, Eagles fans, we could the Cowboys could lose to the Little League Giants, and Eagles fans acting like they beat us, right?
I only trash the fans that need to be trashed, and they know.
There you go, man. Look, selective trashing. If you getting it, you need it to have it. That's how Les roll, and I love it, man. So, tell us about some of your other favorite, your favorite sports teams in any sport outside of the 49ers.
Favorite sports team across the four major sports. 49ers, obviously. Lakers right now in basketball. Phillies in baseball, and Flyers. Baseball was my first love. I played baseball up until probably my sophomore year of high school, so I was always a big Phillies fan. Darren Dutch was one of my favorite players. I played catcher up until high school. So that's why I enjoy that for that. 49ers, it's funny, my dad was a Cowboys fan. I love the anguish on his face when the 49ers used to trash him. So 49ers became the faint team.
Okay.
Yo, I gotta say, he's the first guy that we got on the show that threw some respect to the foul line that we got for them sports outdoors. So I appreciate that. I got my gear on today from my man Poppy.
Favorite pastime. I love, and we'll get into that a little more into some of the other topics you guys discussed. But baseball is my heart right there. Man.
Love it. Honestly, like sports moments wise, right? Like hockey fights are fun to watch. Like you've been part of some crazy, San Fran games. What's your favorite sports moment? What's the best thing that you ever either witnessed or you watched on TV or whatever? What got you the most excited?
The most excited, probably, honestly, was the most recent Phillies championship. Because I actually got to be at the stadium for most of those games. I was at the rainout game, and then I got the tickets to come back for the other game. So, that was probably the most one because, again, my cousins say this all the time. There's one thing to be a fan, but it's something else to be a fan and live in that city and then be able to embrace the championship once it actually happens. You know what I'm saying? So that one for me was probably the biggest one. Second was the 49ers one in '94 because I was a freshman in high school and I took a lot of money that
day. So on the flip side of the good sports memories, what's some of the most forgettable memories? Like something that happened in sports that you just wish did not happen?
Okay, so first of all, as me and James alluded to earlier in this, is the Emmanuel Sanders, the Jimmy G overthrow in that Super Bowl 2 years ago when we had Kansas City on the ropes. That is a very forgettable moment. I forgot what the kid's name is. His dad is in like baseball or something. His dad is like a manager in baseball or something. But he used to play for the 49ers when we played the Giants in the NFC Championship that year. They beat the Patriots. I got the picture on my phone still. They teach you this in football all the time. If you think the ball hits you or touches you in any way, you fall on it. This kid on the punt return, they kick the punt to him. The punt hits his foot. He's sitting there like this. And while the ball is rolling away from him, we were destroying New York that game. They could not get past the 50. As soon as they got that punt and got it in our side of the field, lost the game. And then they went on to beat the Patriots, and you know the rest. But our defense was just as good as theirs that year, if not better. So if they could have done that at the time, imagine what we could have done at the time.
Imagine that, man. Imagine that. Y'all would have had 6, and I would have been sick. But hey,
could have had 7 if we don't talk about the lights out Super Bowl.